Good morning, everybody. Go ahead, take that sip, Beth.
I'm
It's all
gonna.
good.
I'm gonna. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome. A special live on a special day today with an amazing special person. So today is 1/1, and it's a 1 year. So January 11th, 2026, which is a 1 year. It starts a 1 year. And what a great day to talk about visioning self-love. And I couldn't think of any other person than to have my good friend. She's a international best-selling author, and she does a slew. And I mean, there really isn't anything she can't do. I
Oh,
mean, really, truly. You cook, you make events, you're a life coach, you do Reiki master, you do a little bit of I'm going to get it wrong, but the holotropic, right?
holographic memory
Holotropic,
resolution, trauma
yeah,
healer.
trauma
Yes.
healer,
Yeah.
and then a um neuro linguistic practitioner, right?
Something like that.
NLP.
Neurolinguistics programming.
Programming. Yeah.
Yes.
So there you have it. A lot. And good morning, Lori. Good morning, Fashionton. Good morning, everybody. Come in and say hello. Good morning, Joy. Um,
Hi, everybody. Oh, I love the
Michelle,
little
good
messages.
morning. Good morning. Jean, good morning. I had to figure out who you were, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. So, Beth, tell everybody, why is self-love to you? Why is this so important?
So for me, it's understanding my value. It's really looking within and saying, I care enough about myself to fill in the blank XYZ. I talk a lot about self care. Self care is actually the action that we take, it's the rituals that we create because we know we're worth it, right? But it's that self love that says, I'm deserving if I never did another thing. I am of value simply for being me. And really embracing that and just saying, how can I be the love of my life? We're talking about a retreat in February. February rings a lot of bells for people. It's Valentine's Day month and day. And, you either do have another love of your life. And in that case, you're thinking about them. The focus is on them. Your energy expenditure is on them. Or how do you become the love of your life? And I think regardless of the relationships that you're in, that needs to be a number one priority. And I just don't see that enough in my clients. I don't see it enough in society. I see a society that's uber focused on everyone else.
And a lot of people, and for those of you that don't know, Beth and I go way back. We met in the speaker program back in 2019. We've been friends since, and just, we facilitated an amazing retreat last year, and we're doing it again this year. But the focus is self-love. And like Beth was saying, many of you are single. And this is not like, oh, I'm going to come on this retreat and find the one, right?
We're not matchmaking.
We could. Both of us could. Trust us. We're good at this.
We are powerful manifestors. If that's what you want, talk to me on sidebar.
But think about this. You're not going to find the one until you find the one within. And that is how many of you do negative self-talk? How many of you are all about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas? Those things, on this retreat, we're going to have many different experiential type of exercises to be able to shift your mindset. And that's really important. And think about this. How many of you, hi, Betty, good morning. Tiny Claypins, good morning on Instagram. And Bastion Judd, good morning. Thank you for being here. Think about how many of you are people pleasers? How many of you are fixers? How many of you are control freaks? How many of you are perfectionists? How many of you are all of the above? Those things get in the way of us loving ourselves. So we're going to have some really interesting things dealing with A little bit of fire stuff, a little bit of water stuff, a little bit of
Nature, a lot
nature,
of
earth,
nature.
what have you. Kim, good morning. Thank you for being on Instagram. And we're also going to do a guided meditation trance dance. If you don't know what that is, it's good.
It's
It's
very good,
it's
life
love it,
changing.
love it. Michelle, thank you. And Joyce is all of the above. Uh Ho guy, hello, how are you? Thank you for being here. So
Let's also not ignore the obvious. I'm
yes,
in a tank top.
yes,
And I don't know where all of you are all over the world, but it's beautiful here in February. And you're kind of looking at the backdrop of where everything will begin and where the kickoff's going to take place. So that alone is warmth for your soul. It really is. You deserve to thaw out if you're in a cold place.
yes. And guys, if you've been stuck inside, if you've been, you know, Midwesterners, I know because I used to live in Chicago, this is a great place. And even if you're on the East Coast, come down Southeast, come
Oh, that's
down and do you give yourself the gift of love? Do you give self love? Elias and I in our multi-layer, I know you poolside. Wow, I know Kim. It's yeah,
Kim, come on and share my pool with me. Come
I'm done.
on
I'm
down.
done. So we start the weekend after Valentine's Day, and we start Friday, and we have a welcoming. We're gonna have a little bit of a chit chat, getting to know. But and prior to the retreat, guys, we do a meet and greet before the retreat, which is via Zoom. So y'all know what's happening. Y'all know can understand what's coming down the pike. We don't tell you exactly everything because there's a little sense of surprise, and it's good. Joy says she's also in a tank top in in Iowa. Thank you, thank you,
Oh,
thank you, thank you.
okay.
Yes.
Inside.
I know. It's good. It's good. So what is one good thing that you've learned, Beth, about self-love?
Hmm. I'm going to say boundary setting is a really big one
Hmm.
because once I've tapped into that self love, I know who I am, I love who I am. Then you go out into the world. I can love who I am in the corner of my house and never be affected and never listen to anybody and live in a cocoon, and that's just not reality. So
Hmm.
a big thing for me is setting that boundary so that I can preserve all the work that I've done on me. I can still have exchanges with the world. I can still be social, but I can understand that nobody needs to or can penetrate my happy bubble unless I give them permission to do so. So I do actually have a very big tool that I'm going to be teaching at the retreat for boundaries because I think that that's a big one. Um, I've got a client that comes in from New York and she's in theater. And the last visit she gave me was she gave me Glinda. And because she loves how I work with
I
bubbles
will.
and
Yeah.
snow globes. And I just look at her and I'm like, absolutely, that's just a reminder for me. And what I teach my clients too is a simple statement because words are powerful and words matter because first and foremost, we're listening. Whenever you're confronted with something that doesn't feel right or you feel like that boundary might be broken, you have permission to actually say, I love myself too much to be spoken to that way.
Right.
Or I love myself too much to be put in this position. I love myself too much to, fill in the blank. But those words to yourself reinforce that you are of value enough to preserve your energy, but also it kind of loosens up that throat chakra. And a lot of us, people pleasers, are stifled. We just give, and don't feel that we have permission to speak, state our needs, and be authentic. So I love that sentence because it's reinforcing your boundary, but it's also really giving you that experience and exercise and tool for your throat chakra to speak your needs.
So
You can
true.
do that.
It's so true. Good morning, Connie. Thank you for being here. 123 HJC. Good morning. Michelle says she's still working on boundaries. Yeah. I think it's a constant thing that we do. Good morning, Mandy, and good morning, Ellen Jane. Thank you for being here. So think about this, everybody, and this is for everyone, but I'm going to say especially those who are energy workers or coaches. You step in and you facilitate, but then you're blending your energy with someone else. What is that boundary? How do you make sure that you are in check, that you're holding space, not absorbing space?
Yeah,
Really,
observe,
really
not
important.
absorb.
Yes.
And very much so before I see clients, I put myself basically, I create a canister around me, a vessel, and I remove Beth from that vessel. And I invite my guides or wherever I get my information from, whether it's loved ones in spirit or just my own helpers. I invite them to come in with any information that my client needs, anything that can offer help or hope to them. At the end of my sessions, I release and let go of, and I say these words out loud, I release and let go of anything that was required of me emotionally, physically, psychically, psychologically, and I fill in all the blanks. And that's
Mhm.
just one thing I do. I do a lot of other things, including going to the bathroom and, rooting and grounding and all the witchy woo woo stuff, which I love. But in plain and simple terms, again, state those things that you want to get rid of that aren't yours. A simple question of, is this mine? Because if you're an energy worker and you're working with multiple people and you go home and you feel a little off, the first question is, wait a minute, was this me before? Is this somebody else's? And that question alone can allow you to release and let go and just take your body back to you.
So true. Michelle's cute. That's awesome, Beth. Never thought of that before. Michelle, sweetheart, love, 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 love. Uh, what did you learn on a retreat? Oh, many years ago. It's so funny how sometimes we
We
learn
forget.
stuff and then we forget it.
Yeah.
This is why, Michelle, come back into the fold, sister. Come back. It's time. It's time for another retreat, sister. Uh,
Oh, Michelle, come. We're really good reminders of everything that you've either ever learned or anything that you might have forgotten.
and she's not that far away. She's not that far away. She's in Tennessee. She's not that far away.
Michelle,
So,
call me.
yeah, call her.
Call me.
Call her.
Come on down.
Caller. You're funny. You're cute, Michelle. You're super cute. So, does anybody have any questions about self love? Does anybody have any questions about the retreat? And this is something that, first of all, let me just tell you, Beth and I are both foodies, as you both know. Well, you know about me, but Beth is a foodie as well, and she's a good foodie. She likes
A
the
healthy foodie.
healthy foodie. Give me a good dessert. I'm all good. But here's the thing: you're gonna be have the opportunity to have really good food. You're gonna
Really good.
have the opportunity to be in nature. Um, you're going to have the opportunity to take time for you, and that's the most important thing.
I will tell you, it really is refueling your tank, right?
Yeah,
Because we're constantly giving, especially on the heels of the holidays, right? Where were you even in that mix of the holidays? Were you even on your to do list? Forget being number one. Did you even
right.
make it? And in fact, I started a weekly class here on Wednesdays as a weekly retreat, a weekly reset button. Why did I create that class? Because so few of us carve out that time to just sit with us, to leave your house, your spouse, your to do list, your dogs, your kids, and just say, you know what? I am no good to anybody else in my life if I don't refuel my tank. So
Right.
forget, am I being selfish? It's self love because when you return to your life, you're going to be a better version of you. So all those people you think you're going to slight by putting yourself first will be the direct beneficiaries of you doing this for you. And also, one more thing about the retreat, we wanted to make this accessible for everybody, even those that have to fly in. It starts at 4 o'clock on a Friday and it ends at around 2 o'clock on a Sunday. So doable for people that work Monday through Friday, even if you have to miss a little bit of work. It's not like you've got to take a week off the calendar. So I just wanted to state that because we made it very doable for a reason. Um, Everybody needs to come. Not everybody, but those that are meant to be here will be here.
And we're doing a little bit of a little bonus after the retreat.
Right.
So I will be doing a mediumship. Um, what did we do last time? Like an hour ish?
We did an hour and you brought in everybody, someone for everybody, and you nailed it. And it was beautiful. And they left in happy tears. And it was a beautiful ending to the retreat. It really was special. So thank you for doing that and offering that again.
Well, and thank you for hosting because, guys, part of this retreat, part of it is at Beth's home. And she has just, it's so grounding when you go into the house. It is grounding where she's at as well. So, where Beth is right now, to the side is where we're going to be. And okay, sure, go ahead.
Is it that
And
way? I don't know
yeah,
how to.
you're going, there it is. So,
Yes,
Peace
that's
Park.
Peace. It's actually called Peace Park.
Yes.
And we'll be eating right near the Buddha in this kitchen back here. And it's just, I redid my backyard a couple years ago for this reason alone. Build it and they'll come, have a beautiful grounding. Really, it's an oasis. And I think people feel that when they come.
It's a great place. And then on Saturday we'll be at a hotel, and we've got a space for that. And then we're going to be doing some park stuff at a park, so it'll be really great. Oh, Mandy said that is beautiful. It is. And Mandy, here's the thing about observing and not absorbing. I'm going to ask you this: when you're feeling it coming on, when you feel it, are you saying to yourself, "Is this mine?" So when you start feeling that, like, huh, I'm just feeling, is this mine? And if it's not yours, then blow it out. Blow it out. You don't need to stay in it. That's part of recognizing this: observe, but don't absorb, right? So Leslie, hello, my friend. See you soon. She's in
Yes,
Florida.
Leslie's coming.
She's
Yes.
coming. Her very first retreat.
I know.
Retreat. Books and Barefoot, thank you for being here on Instagram. Appreciate it. Any questions from anybody? I'm going to take a sip of water. So cheers.
While you're having a sip of water, the person that was just on before Leslie, I just wanted to address her for a moment about the observing and not absorbing.
Mandy.
Yeah, Mandy, we're as humans, we're so critical of ourselves. Like, why did I do that? And why can't I do that? And why am I absorbing? And I'm not just saying this about you, but in general, I'm a master perspective shifter, and I want to put a positive spin on that. Sometimes when we absorb, instead of saying, why did I absorb? Is this mine? How dare they penetrate my boundaries? Say, I must be so compassionate that I'm taking in their energy because somehow I want to help. So, what if I said, Mandy, you're such a generous soul that you're actually this porous sponge that's pulling in somebody else's energy because perhaps you feel this innate pulling to be able to help somebody. Let's first go there and give ourselves that grace and that self compassion for who we are as a person and as a soul. But then we can say, and I actually wrote this about it in my book and I love it. To some degree, we're all sponges, some of us more porous than others. When you notice it, like Elias said, then all of a sudden you can become a Brillo pad. So I say we can either be a sponge where we take it all in, or we could go, oh, I recognize that. Boing. Right? We recognize how sweet we are. We recognize how much they need us. That's why they're throwing up on us. However, I'm going to be a Brillo pad and I'm just going to send that back because, again, I love myself too much to have taken on somebody's stuff that's not mine.
And this is her book, everybody.
That's my book.
It's really good. It's a great book.
Best
Great
case
book.
scenario.
Yep. You
now on audiobook too, by the way. I don't know about you all, but sometimes it's hard to pick up a book because, time is a real thing. So I record myself speaking. I felt like I was talking to a room full of kindergartners, but it was a fun experience, actually. So it's on audiobook now.
Good for you. Love that. Books and Barefoot says great reframing. Yes, it is. It is. And, we all go in stages, everybody. We all go in stages. And like Beth was saying, the most important thing about all this work is not bad you. It's about looking at yourself and saying, okay, how do we make a different choice? And the choice starts with choosing you first. It's not selfish, it's self-full. So just remember that. And it's great. I love working with Beth because we both give different perspectives. And Beth is like a huge hug
Oh.
the size of a department store. I mean, that's
Oh.
what she does. And I'll just give you the little kick in the ass that you need with that. So it's a great combination, and I love working with you. And I just think you're an amazing person that holds such great energy, such great
Thank you,
energy.
Elias. I feel the same about you. And, when people say, what do you do? And my career is kind of like a minestrone soup. I have a lot of modalities and tools to choose from. Instead of rattling off what I do, because it just becomes letters and words,
Right,
I help people feel better. And I feel like I'm 57 now, going to be 58 this year, but it took me till 52 to remember that, oh, yeah, I'm that person that is put on this planet to be able to help people feel better. And it's been just a journey of alignment and of just miracles and magic. So when I think you've had that happen, you want the world to feel that. You want to help other people feel that. And so I do tend to find the good, find the silver lining in just about any scenario that you can bring me. I ask people to challenge me, and I'm usually coming up with instead of why did this happen to me, what am I supposed to be learning from this moment, and why was I gifted this scenario? And
so
so that's my jam.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love it. Michelle's cute. I'm gonna find the audiobook after this. Tell you what, Michelle, come on the retreat, and I'll
I'll
have
give
Beth.
you I'll give you a signed copy of my book, Michelle. Come on down.
There you go.
Call
That, or
me.
you could just read the book to you in person.
I
I'm
could,
kidding.
well, that would take a long time, but I'll
She'll
sign a copy and I will gift it to you. Just come and join me in my backyard in a tank
come
top.
and join us.
Come on.
That's a great description, actually. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So, we didn't want this to be long, everybody. But does anybody have questions for us? Put them in the comments. And if you want to and considering to come on the retreat, um, email myself, email Beth. Beth is doing all she'll tell you, like, if you need to stay at a hotel, where to go, and there's several options. And
Yes.
let me just tell you, Florida in February is nice. Y'all know that I do not like humidity and hot. It is not in February. It's super, super nice. And I'm excited. And here's something I didn't share with Beth yet, so you all will know. Um, Many of you know that I was on WFLA um, station on Bloom TV, and they've asked me to come back. So on the Sunday after the retreat, on Monday, I'll be driving to Tampa to be on their show again. So that's going to be
Nice.
exciting. So that's going to be in the
Yay.
afternoon. So I'm excited about that. Uh,
Wonderful.
uh, oh boy, it's gorgeous. I know what you were trying to do there. It's gorgeous. Yes,
Well, Leslie's going to experience it. Yes, she
she's
is.
she
First
is.
retreat.
She
You go,
is.
girl.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you, Leslie. It's going to be really good. Um, all right, everybody. Check us out. Let me put this up here once again. Whoops. Add to the stage. There you go. So if you want to email Beth, it's going to be Beth at speaktobeth.com to reserve your spot
Yes.
and any questions that you may have. And I'm just lastly says oy vey.
She's so
You know,
cute.
she is cute. She is cute. And let me go back here. Also, guys, I just want to share a couple things as well. If you're not doing anything tonight, you're not doing anything tonight. Tonight at 6 o'clock Pacific, Not barking on the truth. 9 o'clock. See, mine are gonna go for it. Shushing, shush.
My dogs are named Peace and Quiet, and I actually put them in a back room so that they would be peaceful and quiet for this.
Cute. If you're not doing anything, 6 o'clock tonight, 9 o'clock Pacific, I'm going to show you guys what's happening as soon as I can bring this up. I'm getting better at this, Beth. It's a little bit high tech. There we go.
Wow,
So
I'm very impressed.
there's so much going on in our world, everyone. And I was thinking, what can I do not to be silent, but to be kind, to be open, and to create something different? So we did this during COVID for healing. Let's bring peace to all of us, and let's do a guided meditation on Sundays for the US. And I
We
want
need
you
it.
to read that sign, that those letters, peace in the us, peace in the us, peace in the US, but also peace in us. So come join me for about half an hour, and I'd love to see you tonight. So thanks, everybody. Thank you. And let me go back here. But thank you for being here
I
and
love being
taking
here.
the time. And everybody, stay for the outro. Also, check out the YouTube if you haven't checked it out. It's a great interview. All right. Remember, we are here to connect. And when we connect, we educate. And when we educate, we grow. There is unity in community. From our hearts to yours, be well. Remember, real talk gets real answers. Stay for the outro. Beth, hang on.